Hello and welcome to ESPNcricinfo. So you think you know cricket? Our brand new offering to give you the live cricket quiz experience. All you cricket fans out there, it's not enough that India have won the series against the West Indies. I'm sure you wouldn't mind engaging with us and have your cricket knowledge tested and stand to win some prizes. It's all fun and games. I'm Ronak Kapoor, in studio as always with Ajit Agarkar, who'll also have his share of being host as well as... I won't ask you to answer.
Paid more?
It's not about money, Ajit. It's about what you stand to win. And that's Ajit Agarkar's signed official ESPN merchandise and signed by other experts at ESPNcricinfo too. You've always been a keen follower of cricket, even before your playing days. Like to watch, like to follow. I remember asking you a lot of questions and you tend to have quite a good memory.
Yeah, it's fading slowly, but generally if I watch a game, I kind of remember it. So hopefully I'll find out in the next few minutes if that's true.
Well, we are theming this on India and West Indies. I'm sure you've seen a little bit of build-up on this on the site, on our social platforms. So big welcome to all of you watching on Facebook Live and YouTube Live. In just a few minutes from now, you'll stand the chance to answer our questions and win some exciting prizes. To just give you a quick recap of how you can do it all, here's a quick explainer of the rules and the quiz we're about to have on So You Think You Know Cricket.
Here is a brand new live quiz show on ESPNcricinfo's Facebook page and YouTube channel. Here's how you can play. The quiz will go live on ESPNcricinfo's Facebook page and YouTube channel post the matchday show in the innings break of the 5th ODI between India and West Indies. Any viewer watching the live stream on ESPNcricinfo's Facebook page or YouTube channel can participate. A total of 15 questions will be asked. Each question will have 4 options. Pick the right option by typing A, B, C or D in the comment section below. You'll have 10 seconds to answer each question after the anchor reads out the question. 5 viewers who have answered all 15 questions correctly in the shortest possible time will be selected as winners. Winners will be announced on ESPNcricinfo's Facebook page at the end of the match. Winners will be awarded with ESPNcricinfo autographed merchandise. Terms and conditions apply.
You can check out those terms and conditions in detail on ESPNcricinfo.com. You can also download our mobile app. Yes, we were slated to have this during the mid-innings interval of the India-West Indies 5th ODI that's just concluded. But thanks to the West Indies, we're going to do this right after the game. The entire match lasting just 46.4 overs. So here we are then. Ajit Agarkar, are you set?
Very much.
Test the knowledge of yourself and, well, more importantly, our viewers.
I'll find out how much my memory is fading.
All right. All right. Simple reminder for all of you. I will put the question up in front of you to see. I'll read it out as well. After I've read the question as well as the 4 options, all multiple choice, you then will get 10 seconds to post your answer. All you need to do is post A, B, C or D. That's right. Just post A, B, C or D, depending on what you think the correct answer is. After 10 seconds, we'll reveal the answer and I'll have Ajit as well have some fun with some of these questions. Right, Ajit, all set? Shall we begin?
Let's go.
Excellent. Let's start with our first question on ESPNcricinfo. So you think you know cricket? Like I said, it's India-West Indies themed. So when was the last time the Windies won a bilateral series in India? Your options: A, 1998, B, 2002, C, 2007 or D, 1994. Your 10 seconds start now. There you have it. The last time the Windies won a bilateral series in India. You remember this, don't you?
Yeah, I think so. I think I shouldn't be saying or giving a clue, but I think I've got this one.
You have, and that could be as our 10 seconds lapse now because you were part of that series.
Yeah, I think 2002, unless they've beaten India in 7, which I don't think they have.
They indeed have not. So you've got this absolutely right. It is indeed 2002 and it was an absolute cliffhanger of a series. And it did go to the West Indies way, right? So that's the first answer. Let's go to question number 2 on So You Think You Know Cricket. Ready, viewers? Hope you're pumping your answers in. Who holds the record for the most runs for the Windies in bilateral tours against India in India? Your options: A, Marlon Samuels, B, Chris Gale, C, Vivian Richards or D, Desmond Haynes. That's your question. Those are your options. Your 10 seconds start now. Does this ring a bell?
Yeah, I think only because we've been working on this series for the last month. So Probably a little bit of a cheat. We worked on this.
Yeah, and we've seen some numbers.
Yeah.
And because you worked on this and followed what we've been talking about for a
It's
change.
got to be Marlon Samuels.
It is indeed.
Not in this particular series, but till then.
He had done it before this. 962 runs in 27 innings means indeed A. Marlon Samuels is the correct answer. I hope some of you have been getting this right. We're going to quickly move on. It's 15 questions, so you still have time if you've not managed to get the first few right. Let's go to question number 3 on So You Think You Know Cricket. Who holds the record for the most wickets for the Windies in bilateral tours against India in India? From the batsmen to the bowlers, Ambrose, Ravi Rampal, Courtney Walsh or Patrick Patterson. Those are your 4 options and your timer starts now. Now, does this one ring a bell?
No, that's a tough one. I mean, you would think one of Ambrose or Walsh. Go with Walsh though.
Yeah, alright, I know it's a tough one because you don't remember, no one remembers wickets as they remember runs. But the answer is actually D. Pat Patterson, who got
incredible.
20 wickets in 7 matches in just that one series, 87-88, Pat Patterson. So, would you believe it? Ambrose, Walsh, Ravi Rampal is an outsider. I wonder if any of you got that one right. But yes, that was Pat Patterson. Let's go to our next question then. Come on, guys, start putting your questions in. Signed ESPN merchandise to be won. Who has the highest individual score for the Windies in bilateral tours against India in India? This is the highest individual score. A. Carl Hooper, B. Shivnarayan Chandrapal, C. Those are your options. C. Gordon Greenidge and D. Viv Richards. Right. You remember this one?
Yeah, I think this probably, I mean, unless I've got it completely wrong, probably smashed me around as well a little bit. So, yeah.
You're being nice. Then in which case I can eliminate, at least if you are right, I should eliminate 2 of those options.
Yeah.
Yes, your time is already started now, so keep going at it. Ajit's given you a bit of a heads up in case he's almost your lifeline in this. He's given you some indication if he's right. Of course, he's been wrong with the previous answer. Right, Ajit, have a go.
Possibly Chandrapal, isn't it? I'm not sure how many he got, but he got a few.
Indeed, 149 not out for Shivnarayan Chandrapal at Nagpur in Jan 2007. Viv Richards also has a 149, but the 149 not out counts. So, slight trick question, but that's the one we've got for you. Chandrapal, the right answer, Jan 2007 at Nagpur. Let's move on. Question number 5 then, shall we? For this episode of ESPNcricinfo, So You Think You Know Cricket. Which Windies batsman remained unbeaten on 99 when India met the West Indies at Ahmedabad in 2002? A series Ajit has already referred to. Phil Simmons, Gordon Greenidge, Carl Hooper, Ramnaresh Sarwan. Now, if you know your years, you should know that some of those answers, options can be almost erased before you answer. Here are your 10 seconds. They start now. 2002,
Yeah,
I'm not sure if a couple of guys were playing that time.
Yeah,
But
played in that series. So,
you remember this particular innings? Is it?
Not really, but I would think who was in better form at that point. Possibly Sarwan, wasn't it?
Sarwan was in very good form that time. It was indeed Ramnaresh Sarwan, November 2002. That's the answer that we hope you've entered as D for this question. Hope you're getting some of these right. If you've not got some of them right, it's fine. You could very well still stand to win chances and prizes if you're in our top 5. Let's move to our next question then, shall we? And see if you know your cricket here. Now, when India chased down 325 versus the Windies at Ahmedabad, it was a record at the time. Who scored a quick fire 57 or 41 to help seal the chase? This is the same game that Sarwan got those runs in. The options: A. Rahul Dravid, B. Virender Sehwag, C. Mohammad Kaif or D. Sanjay Bangar. Your 10 seconds for this question start now. Right, 16 years ago. How good is your memory in this one?
It's going to be a bit of a guess because I didn't play that game. I wasn't in the squad for that particular
Quite a good
game.
series for you. I'm surprised you didn't play that game.
Yeah, I can't remember. I'm just going to go Sehwag.
You're going to go Sehwag?
Yeah.
He seems like the sort
most
of guy.
likely guy.
But it wasn't him. It was to seal the chase. So someone who stayed till the end. And while you'd expect Mohammad Kaif at that time to get among the runs and bat there, it was actually Sanjay Bangar.
Oh, yeah, of course.
The man who's currently with the Indian team as assistant
just come
coach. Yes, yes. So there, D. Sanjay Bangar, 57 of 41 to seal the deal after a wonderful Rahul Dravid ton in Ahmedabad that chased down a record score. Let's go to our next one then, shall we? This is a long question, so listen to it carefully, read it carefully. The highest score for the Windies in bilateral against India is 333 for 8 at Jamshedpur on the 7th of December 1983. Viv Richards made 149 of 99. Gordon Greenidge made 115 of 134. However, an Indian player made his debut in this game who became more famous for his exploits 3 years later. ID that Indian player. That's all we want to know. It's a memorable game this. We've given you the build-up. Your options: Chetan Sharma, Madan Lal, Roger Binny or Kirti Azad. Those are your options. Here is your timer. Off you go. Good luck. Remember this game, the Jamshedpur game. Do you remember watching this game?
No, but I'm pretty certain who it will be. Just the years, sort of. If you followed Indian cricket, you know, I think it's likely to be Chetan Sharma, isn't it?
Absolutely. And this is all, I assure you, Ajit's not had access to these questions beforehand. But yes, like he points out, if you know your years, 83, 3 years later, the exploits, so you know Chetan Sharma would be the slight giveaway. Sometimes the long questions have little clues that we've just slid in towards the end. Right, Chetan Sharma is the answer. Let's go to our next question. I hope you're banging those answers in and your fingers are sore typing on your keyboards. The next question: who holds the record for most runs for India in bilaterals against the Windies at home? Sehwag, Kohli, Tendulkar or Dravid? Right, this is also something that you should be familiar with the extensive coverage it gets. Those are your options. Simple question, 10 seconds, start now. You worked on this series?
Yeah, I think it should be an easy one. I mean, unless I'm completely wrong, but...
You're really wrong. You've been good so far. I'm not keeping score of yours.
I mean, I can't imagine. I mean, ordinarily I would have said Sachin, but I can't imagine anyone scored more runs than Kohli.
Yeah.
Virat Kohli at the moment against
Impossible
West
for
Indies.
anybody. Impossible for anyone. The amount of runs he scored for fun in this series. It is indeed the Indian captain Virat Kohli with 1,091 runs in just 16 matches, an average of over 83. My goodness. Virat Kohli, simple as that. If you don't know, earlier when we used to say if you don't know, guess Tendulkar. If you don't know, guess Kohli. That's just how it works now. Let's go to our next question, shall we? Who picked up Virender Sehwag's wicket when he scored 219 at Indore? This for more recent fans. I'm sure you would remember this fine innings. The highest score for India against the Windies in ODIs. Your options: Ravi Rampal, Sunil Narayan, Kieron Pollard or Andre Russell. That game at Indore that I'm sure a lot of Indian fans will remember fondly.
Yeah, I think I watched that innings. Vague memory, but I probably have the answer.
Yeah, delighted that you weren't bowling in Indore. At times it started to change. Sehwag had started double hundreds had come into the game.
Never had to bowl to Sehwag too much. Really difficult.
Your 10 seconds. We've given you a few more there. 10 seconds start now. It's a nice easy one. The Virender Sehwag innings. Remember all the smashing and whatnot? Do you remember who the bowler was?
Oh, I think so. Not sure.
Help
Ravi
our
Rampal.
fans out. Okay, you're saying it's Ravi Rampal. It's actually not Ravi Rampal because Sehwag was caught at deep mid-off of Kieron Pollard with still 3.5 overs
when he
to
used
go.
To bowl well, is it?
Well, they needed someone to bowl. I don't think too many bowlers are putting their hand up at that time. But it was Kieron Pollard caught by the substitute Anthony Martin at long off. Everyone was looking at Sehwag. No one looked at who the bowler was or who the fielder was. But that is the right answer, Kieron Pollard. Right, let's go to our next question. We're getting to the business end of this quiz. 2 batsmen from India have been dismissed for 99 against the Windies at home in bilaterals. One, as you might remember, is Virat Kohli. Who was the other? A. Navjot Sidhu, B. Krishnamacharya Shrikant, C. Saurav Ganguly or D. VVS Laxman. That's your question, 99. Other than Kohli, who's the other bat? Your options and your timer start now. Any memory of this?
Wow, no clue. It's going to be a complete guess.
I can tell you now, as with the time is about to elapse, that you were actually, I think, part of this game.
Oh wow!
If I remember
I was
correctly.
going to go completely the other way.
Yeah, the other way around, very old.
Oh,
you remember? No, none of your peers. All right,
Ganguly, isn't it?
It's Laxman. It's VVS Laxman, Nagpur 2002. I'm assuming you played that Nagpur game.
I did.
Yes, Nagpur 2002. VVS Laxman with 99. Right, on his birthday, we brought up this fine question for him. I think to remember, but that's.
I don't think it's a fine one at 99.
Okay, let's go. Our next question. We're approaching our final few, so get your answers punched in, guys. Which bowler has taken the most wickets for India at home in bilaterals? This is India at home in bilaterals. Kapil Dev, Mohammad Shami, Ravindra Jadeja or Ravi Shastri? That's your question. Those are your options and your 10 seconds start now. This is a tough one, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a tough one. Again, guess hopefully I go the right way this time.
All right. Are you all set for the answer for this? It's
I'm going to go Ravi Shastri.
Oh, well, unfortunately, again, this is again for the Windies. We're focusing on the Windies. It's Ravindra Jadeja. 27 wickets in 15 matches. So, well,
should have gone there.
Yeah, when you don't always pick a current player, they break all the records these days, Ajit. It's just been that sort of game. Okay, let's go to our next question. Hope you're ready. Hope you're putting your answers in. How many bowlers have taken 5 wicket hauls for India at home in bilaterals against the Windies? How many have taken 5 wicket hauls? 1, 2, 6 or 0. A1, B2, C6, D0. That's your question. Those are your options. Your 10 seconds start now.
Some tough stats guys here.
Very tough stats, guys, at ESPNcricinfo as always. But if you think you know your cricket, you should have a go at this.
Oh.
Would the answer surprise you?
No clues. I'm going to go 0.
Oh, that's a very good answer, very good guess, because indeed it's no. And Mohammad Shami's 4 for 36 remains the best figure. So no 5 wicket hauls. Such a shame. Double hundreds and 99s and higher scores and everything, but no 5 wicket hauls for an Indian bowler. Right, just a few more. Let's go to our next question. And I think this one, my good friend Ajit Agarkar will enjoy. The 2002 series in India was a great one. Since the 7-match series went to the decider, which the Windies won against India. India levelled the series in the 6th ODI when Ajit Agarkar obtained the Man of the Match award for his 3 for 24 in a hard-fought win. In which city was this match played? This city has also hosted just 2 ODIs so far. The options: A. Vijayawada, B. Jodhpur, C. Jalandhar, and D. Faridabad. Right, which one of these exotic venues did Ajit Agarkar remember fondly for his Man of the Match award? The time starts now.
Are you being nice to me?
Yeah, I'm being very nice to you. I changed the questions.
I better get this right.
I would be very surprised if you get this one.
It was a very high scoring series apart from that game.
Alright, and you know the answer. The answer is
it's Jodhpur.
It is indeed the Barkatullah Khan Stadium in Jodhpur. That's the one that Ajit remembers fondly. So that's the answer I'm looking for. B. Jodhpur. Hope you entered B if you want to stand to win a prize for this one. Let's go to the next question then. This is final few. So hit big, hit hard. Sachin Tendulkar has 200s from 9 innings against the Windies at home in bilaterals. However, how many ducks does he have? Well, that's an interesting question. How many ducks for Tendulkar? A0, B1, C2 or D3? Off you go then. Those are your options. How many ducks does Sachin have against the Windies in bilaterals? And your time starts now.
Yeah, it's again a guess, isn't it?
You'll have to.
9 innings, 200s. Yeah. I'm trying to remember whether he
Did he make noise when he used to get a duck? Was he just fine about it?
No, very quiet actually.
Yeah.
Whether he got 100 or a low score.
That's a good thing, perhaps.
Have to go 0, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, while you
Three,
think
is
it's
it?
0, he's got go for the maximum. Sometimes these trick questions, but yeah, got some hundreds with Tendulkar, but he also got 3 ducks, so that's the right answer. The final question. I hope that you're in contention for a prize. If not, just have some fun. In which city was the first ever India-West Indies ODI at home played? Options: A. Srinagar, B. Kochi, C. Lucknow or D. Mumbai. We have to go a long way back for the first ever India-West Indies ODI at home. That's your question. Those are your options. Your time starts now. It's a long time back.
Yeah, but sort of.
Do you remember the
guesses.
first series at home?
No.
Right.
But you'd have to eliminate a couple of them.
I'll give you a hint that it was right after the 83 World Cup, and the first game was in.
Yeah, either Lucknow or Mumbai. I'm going to go Lucknow.
Unfortunately, it's the most unlikely of the options.
Srinagar.
And that's Srinagar.
Wow.
Indeed, the Sher-e-Kashmir Stadium, which has hosted just 2 ODIs, and it was in that series of the West Indies came with some serious revenge. Yeah, I wasn't born, but I've got the answers. Yeah. But it was the series they came in and absolutely hammered India. Everything, one days, test matches. I think they were very unhappy for the 83 World Cup final defeat. So that's the final answer. Right. I hope you put in as many of the correct answers as you can. Ajit, did you enjoy that?
Yeah, it was fun.
Standard of questions were tough.
Just got tougher as the quiz went on. Yeah, but sort of starts coming back to after you answer it, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's no point in playing it easy. This is ESPNcricinfo. We've challenged you by asking you, do you think you know your cricket? So you think you know your cricket. So we expected a certain standard. Rajit Agarwal, many thanks for joining us on this. Hope to see you again for more such editions. And I hope you've had some fun. It's just all good fun and games and a nice little test of your cricket intellect. As far as the winners go, just keep yourselves updated on our social media pages on Facebook as well as other platforms, and we will announce our winners after we've assessed them. Hope you've enjoyed this first episode of ESPNcricinfo. So you think you know cricket.